All right, man. Joe Smith Jr. Stops Guilford last night. He was a late replacement, the original opponent. He got sick and he fell out. I think it was I don't know, was it Umar Salav, whoever the hell opponent was. First title defense for Joe Smith Jr. A lot of people say if you ain't defended it, you ain't a champion. Some people don't like it. Whatever. I get what they're saying. So he beat Steve Geffrard last night, excuse me, in the ninth round, in which Gelford had never been past 8. All right, he was a great amateur, but like I said, great amateurs don't always prove to be great pros. All right, he lost his first two professional fights, then he reeled off 18 more. But like I said, he's never had been in a 10 rounder, a 12 rounder, but he was a late replacement. And he hadn't fought since March 4th of last year. So not sure what type of shape he was in. I mean, you've seen a little bit of the pedigree during the fight, but check out the fight reaction playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. You've seen some of the pedigree. You did. I mean, he had the high guard down packed. Um, he had the high guard down packed. He's from the Miami area. Um, and Joe Smith Jr. Just, you wonder sometimes, how did he get a belt? And really, most people thought he didn't win the belt. Hell yeah, some people thought he really didn't win that damn belt. Some people thought my man's won the belt. Maximum, whatever his dang on name is. So a lot of people thought that was the situation, man. And last night it was just Joe Smith Jr. He came out hot like he usually do, testing Gefford's chin. Gefford took the shots really well. Um, when he did press and he did count, he was punching with Joe Smith Jr. He got Joe Smith Jr. a couple times. I think he hurt him one time. Yep. I think he caught his decision real good one time, and Joe Smith Jr. went back to the corner, act like he was good and put his hands up. I think Gefford was hurting him, but Smith Jr. just overwhelmed him with volume. Uh, he overwhelmed him with volume. He overwhelmed him just with brute strength. Didn't do nothing special. Just came forward, threw a lot of punches. I think he held Gefford to the body one time, and then he really started to open him up. But like I said, man, you wonder, like I said, you had to wonder why. ESPN put this type of fights as a main event. They should be on the ESPN Plus app fight. It wasn't a bad fight. It wasn't a bad fight, I will say that, but just to the point where, you see why boxing dying. You putting this fight on this platform where you can make, and they ain't even made the better BF fight. We talk about Al Heyman not making the best fights he can make, but this dude ain't even made the better BF fight with Joe Smith Jr. We all know why. He sent him to the upper room. But at the end of the day, Gefford was, outmatched. Seemed like he should have had the skill set, but if he had more time to train, I mean, you shouldn't even. I know as far as conditioning, he probably had more time to train. He probably would have been more better. But a guy like Joe Smith Jr. just hit and don't get hit, and Gefford stayed in front of him too long. He stayed in front of him too long. He was working, and all he had to do was keep stepping over away from the left hook. He was taking the right hands, but he kept just standing in front of him. He kept plotting and putting his earmuffs on. If he wasn't coming forward, he should have been stepping to his left, get away from Joe Smith's left hook. And then he would stand in the pocket like right there and take body shots and take punishment instead of get out of range and make Joe Smith Jr. reset. Smith got to be set to punch and just in and out, side to side, touching. He don't take punches well, his face starts swelling up and all that type of stuff, but Gefford probably didn't have the conditioning, because he did. He had never been past 8, never had been in a 10 rounder or 12 rounder. If he did, it would have been interesting. If he did, it would have been very, very interesting. You know, because you see at the skill set, that's different from a pro. You fight 10 rounds, you from 10 and 12, you don't write 3 or 4 rounds. Fight 10 to 12 hard rounds, you know. A lot of them dudes and amateurs, they don't have it to do that for that long. And then you gotta change your style. You know, you gotta sit more on your shots, be more professional to conserve energy. You just can't get in there. So it's really two damn near two different sports. They're really two different sports. But you know, Geffrard said his shoulder hurt, and not too long after that, he was stopped. You know, Tim Bradley told y'all why he had all them damn muscles. He said, you know, people asked me why I had all them muscles. He said to take the punishment on everywhere and keep going. That's what he said. He said, so he can get hit on the shoulders and it won't affect him. It's like armor. It really is like armor. You know, people say he got all the muscles and can't punch. Punches are born. Punches are born. And his opposition better be glad he couldn't punch. You know, but I didn't see him when he called out after the fight, but it said that he called out. It's out to Geffrard for coming in on short notice. Got stopped in 9 rounds. Cash out to Coach Kev. He was in the corner trying to motivate him. Um, so he apparently calls out Better BF and Canelo. Um, he said I was trying to get him out of there early, but I realized he was very tough and I wasn't going to be able to do that. Just said Joe Smith about Geffrard Call tried to wait until the late rounds to start throwing more combinations to pick him apart. Said Smith Day was up in Connecticut turning stones. He said if Canelo comes to 75 and fight me, I'm ready for him. That's the fight I want. Everybody would love to see that fight. I wouldn't. Right up Canelo's alley, be another white boy. But after seeing what he seen last night, why not? He also said IBFWC lightweight heavyweight champion. Arthur BS is what I want. Joe Smith said after the fight, quote, I want to get back in the gym, work on my craft. And like I said, each and every time get in the ring, I'm going to get better and better. I believe the next time you see me, I'll be ready for anybody. Said so like I said, um, Canelo, this is an easy payday for Canelo. This dude can't box. He just throw punches. Canelo probably go in there and stop Joe Smith Jr. Okay, but think about it is he won't get the amount of money that he gonna get for fighting Charlo from Top Rank. All right, he won't get the bag. So you know what I'm saying, the ball in Canelo's court on fighting Joe Smith Jr. Arthur better be at. Okay. So he said the ball's in Canelo court. You know what I'm saying? Canelo is the biggest attraction in boxing. He's tremendous, talented, and excuse me, tremendous fighter. He's more or less picked his opponents. He also tried to get the best guy. So he could fight better BF. He could fight Joe Smith, but it's all up to Canelo. I think he's looking to do a fight in May. So, you know, like I said before, man, you know, Bob Aaron probably don't pay enough for Canelo getting that ring, but maybe I'll chop it up later about it. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button, hit the bell icon button, on notifications, increase change the notifications, check the Fight Reactor playlist, want to financially support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Other than that, find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We got business question, inquiry, sponsor, video requests, all that information in the description. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.